Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to Breaker Bros Gaming. If you're wondering where I've been lately, holiday season and I work at a church, so those two things combined, it gets pretty busy. Also, a lot of stuff going on in my house, redoing it and stuff like that. And just a lot of family stuff going on lately, so, and not like bad, just like a lot of people have been over and just stuff like that. But, with all that said, I am back playing Modern Warfare Remastered, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a story time. Now, I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I figured I'd do one that was kind of funny, and also I can do several parts of it because there's 100 stories that come out of this one situation. So, one situation that I'm talking about is my brother and his friend, who we're going to call Steve. I don't know. So anyway, Logan and Steve have been friends. I use that friend word, like, generously. Logan and Steve have been hanging out for I don't know how long now. Not so much lately, but when we were little kids, and we hang out all the time with that kid. But so anyway, Steve was a bigger kid than Logan. Like, Logan was, like, kind of tall. Not really. I mean, I'm talking, like, when he was, like, 6 or 7 years old. Kind of tall, not really, but he was really skinny. Steve, on the other hand, was, like, taller, I think, but also bigger. And so, you know, like, slower, stuff like that, too. But anyway, one 4th of July, I believe, they came over, and we were just chilling, lighting fireworks, having a cookout kind of thing, and we were like, oh, hey, Logan and Steve, why don't you guys just go watch a movie or some crap like that? And so they were like, yeah, that sounds great. So they went to go pick a movie. And, like, at the time, we lived in a house that had this big den. So it was, like, me, my sister, Logan, and this kid Steve were in there. And, Logan and Steve were, like, going to pick a movie. Me and my sister were just chilling. And I guess my brother picked some stupid, like, Power Rangers movie at the time. And was like, hey, I want to watch this. And Steve was like, I ain't gonna watch that crap. And so, like, Steve was like, I'll fight you for it. And yeah, so basically, Logan, I think, thought the whole time that, like, Steve was just joking and, like, being a dork. So he was kind of, like, play fighting, and he wasn't really, like, doing much. And then Steve, like, actually kind of, like, started pushing him around and stuff like that. And Logan was like, oh, snap. And so, backstory. You remember the TV show Proud Family? Because if you do, there was a character in it that they called, like, Sugar Mama or something like that. You know, she was, like, the grandma or whatever. Well, Logan, because he was so young and, like, he had, like, he was still, like, learning certain words and stuff. And I think it was just, like, his hearing and everything like that. He wouldn't say Sugar Mama, he'd say Chicka Mama. So he'd be like, hey, Chicka Mama, or Chicka Mama, like, check this out, Chicka Mama, stuff like that. And it was freaking hilarious. But it got to a point where, like, Logan would, like, want to do something cool or do something, and he'd be like, watch this, Chicka Mama, and then he'd do that thing. Anyway, back to the story. So Logan and Steve are, like, pushing each other around, fighting over this stupid movie that they want to watch. And Steve gets kind of, like, pushy and stuff like that. And so Logan backs up, and he goes, watch this, Chicka Mama, which means it's about to go down. And he cocks back his fist as far as he could and uppercuts the crap out of Steve. I feel so bad for him. He probably feels it to this day. Like, I mean, he cocked back and rocked his freaking head. And, like, his mouth was open, so when he hit the bottom part, it, like, popped his chin up and everything. Oh, man. Like, me and my sister, we were dying laughing. Like, we could not stop laughing. And then my dad came in because he heard the teeth clacking together from the other side of the freaking house. Like, that's how hard he hit him. It was pretty stinking ridiculous. But hilarious at the same time. And so, like I said, there's several stories from this. So, like, that was 4th of July. That was hilarious, all in all, and stuff like that. Then come, I don't know, some other party that we were having, and Steve was there with Logan again, and I guess something happened, they got into another little fight thing, and Steve was like, yo, I'm gonna, like, just rear naked chokehold you, or something like that, and so he, like, got him in a chokehold, I just smacked my mic, got him in a chokehold all crazy, and Logan was like, started panicking, and so to get out of it, he did what I probably would have done too, and he just straight up bit the shiznits out of Steve's arm. And I mean, like, left teeth marks and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy. Again, freaking hilarious, but it was pretty crazy. And so, like, those are the things that happen when, like, those two, and I mean almost every single time those two guys would get together, it would normally end in like some sort of fight or like brawl or something, and it was hilarious. Because they were kids. It's not like, if it happened now, it'd be kind of weird because then it'd be like some giant 6'7" kid fighting some other giant kid, and it'd just be really weird. I have a feeling Logan would take him easily, but it would just be really weird. But I mean, those are the stories I'm talking about. Like, they would fight almost every single time. But I have several of those stories, and I'm only going to tell you a couple of them in this video, just to keep it a little on the shorter side. And yeah, this video will probably be, I don't know, somewhere around 7-8 minutes, something like that. And yeah, I can't remember if I said this, but this is Modern Warfare Remastered, if you don't know that. But, I mean, you should. But anyway, that'll probably be the end of this video, right about there. If I have more gameplay, I'll let it roll out, and that'll be the end of it. Tell your friends and family, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters, cousins, all of those people, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Toodaloo, bye-bye. Festive music, maybe? No, probably just stick to the same dubsteppy stuff. So toodaloo, bye-bye. Pew!